Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to the chemistry online class. Hope all are doing good. Today we are going to begin with a new chapter, chapter 6, Combustion and Flame. Children, have you seen a candle burning? Or have you ever ignited a matchstick? What do you see when a candle is burning? You can see fire, right? Similarly, when we burn a wood, the fire is produced. Or when we switch on the gas burner inside your kitchen, we can see flame. Do you think the flame of the candle and the flame of the gas burner look similar? No. Even their color is different, their appearance is different. In this chapter, we are going to learn about burning. In science, burning is called combustion. So in combustion, we will see what is the exact process, how fire is produced, is all the substance can give rise to flames or fire, etc. So what is combustion? Combustion is a chemical process in which substances react with oxygen to give light and heat. If there is no oxygen, there will be no burning or combustion. The substances that undergo combustions are called combustible substances, or simply we can say that fuel. We can learn more about fuel in the coming classes. And the substances which do not undergo combustion is called non-combustible substances. A chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give heat and light is called combustion. If there is no oxygen, there will be no burning. Then what is combustible substances? Combustible substances are also called as fuel. Those substances which can burn are called combustible substances. Example, paper, petrol, kerosene, wood, coal, cow dung, diesel, charcoal, etc. What are non-combustible substances? Those substances which do not burn are called non-combustible substances. Example, stone, glass, cement, bricks, soil, sand, water, iron nails, copper, asbestos, etc. As you know, during combustion, heat and light is produced. Light is produced either in the form of flame or glow. As you can see, in the burning of candle, light is in the form of flame. Whereas, in the burning of magnesia ribbon, light is in the form of glow. But in the case of burning of coal, there will be no flame or glow of light. Coal is burned as a red hot. Moving on, what are the criteria for combustion? As you know, oxygen is required for combustion. So let's do an activity based on this. Fix a lighted candle on a table. Put a glass chimney over the candle and rest it on a few wooden blocks in such a way that the air can enter the chimney, as in the case 1. Observe what happens to the flame. Now, in the case 2, remove the blocks and let the chimney rest on the table. Again observe the flame. Finally, in the case 3, put a glass plate over the chimney. Watch the flame again. What happens in the 3 cases? In the first case, the candle burns freely when air can enter the chimney from below. But in the second case, when air does not enter the chimney from below, the flame flickers and produces smoke. But in the case 3, the flame finally goes off because the air is not available. We find that for combustion, air is necessary. The presence of oxygen is an essential requirement for combustion to take place. You might have heard that when the clothes of a person catch fire, the person is covered with a blanket to extinguish fire. Can you guess why? Because when we cover the person with blanket, the oxygen supply is cut off, leading to extinguish the fire, and the person is saved. Children, is all the substance catch fire at the same temperature? Let's do an activity. Take a piece of paper and a piece of wood and try to burn each of them with the help of a matchstick. You will observe that the piece of paper catches fire easily while the wood does not catch fire. Now pour some kerosene oil on the wood and burn it. You will observe that this time the wood catches fire easily. By this activity, we can say that different materials catch fire at different temperature. Thus, the minimum temperature at which a combustible substance catches fire is called ignition temperature. So, ignition temperature is the lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire. So, we can say the conditions necessary for combustion. The condition necessary for combustion are: first one is fuel, second one is air to supply oxygen, and third one is heat to raise the temperature beyond the ignition temperature. A substance will not burn without one or more of these conditions. Children, is it essential for the substances to reach ignition temperature to burn? For example, why is it easier to burn dry leaves but not green leaves or wet leaves? Why is it easier to burn dry leaves but not green leaves? It is because of ignition temperature. Ignition temperature is the lowest temperature at which a combustible substance starts burning. Now, green leaves have moisture or water in them. Water has a property of absorbing a huge amount of heat before evaporating. Hence, when we try to burn green leaves, a large amount of heat is required to first evaporate the water and then to reach the ignition temperature of leaves, thus not allowing the leaves to catch fire. However, dry leaves don't have water in them, hence they don't need much heat, making them burn easily. Inflammable substances. Substances which have very low ignition temperature and can easily catch fire with a flame are called inflammable substances. Example: petrol, alcohol, LPG, CNG, etc. So that's all for today's class. Hope all of you understood today's session. Go through the video URL, attend the test question and copy the notes. Read the lesson well. So see you in the next class. Thank you, children.